Namaste, good morning, or good evening, good afternoon, wherever you find yourself today. We're so glad to be able to join you here from the banks of Ganga in Rishikesh, from Parmarth Niketan Ashram. And during these times when we're all very separate, as we keep ourselves at home, keeping ourselves safe, to keep our communities safe during this time of the virus spread, I hope that you're taking some time to practice and to go inside. Let yourself sit in stillness and let the time work on you, whatever is going on, whatever is coming up individually. And some of us may find ourselves more busy than before, or you may find yourself with a lot of time on your hands, or caring for a whole family cooped up together. Whatever your circumstances, really notice what's going on for you in your own situation in the context of everything bigger. And wherever you find yourself in whatever situation, somehow that's the right place for you to be. And this time can be very formative and transformative. So even if it's just a short practice every day, or just stopping to watch the breath, or if you have more time for longer periods of silence, getting away from the screen, away from the constant bombardment, make sure that you're finding that time. And we're here to support you through all of it, whatever happens. So begin the practice this morning by finding a comfortable way to sit. As always, bones dropping down and back so that you feel very grounded, very present through the body, a sense of weight. And then from that base, lift up through the crown of the head. Close the eyes and take a deep inhalation. Just let the body expand to its furthest extent. And a long. Let the edges of the body soften as you lift taller through the crown of the head. And now just start to notice the breath. Notice the gentle patterns of expansion and softening. Inside of the nostrils, on its way in and on its way out, warmed by the body. Feel the ground underneath you. Feel the air on the skin. And take a few moments here, simply sitting and breathing. Really let yourself arrive. Exactly as you are today, with no judgment, no expectation. Meet yourself there. This is the wonderful thing about yoga practice, is that it's always an opportunity to look at this exact moment, whatever's presenting, whatever's unfolding. And know that it's okay. Whatever happens. Bring the hands together in front of the heart. And we'll chant 3 ohms together. First, exhale completely. Now a deep inhalation. That's called Nadi Shodhana. So the word pranayama is frequently translated as breath control. Which rides along the breath, but it's not only the breath. But a good way to feel that life force is through the breath, as it moves through the body, bringing fresh oxygen, different nutrients, fresh circulation. And it's this constant exchange from outside inside. So our life force, of course, is coming from the outside, also changing it, bringing it back out. Now, Nadi Shodhana is all nostril breathing. And at a time. And this has a very balancing, purifying effect through the body and the mind. And the different nostrils present these attitudes. To bring balance between those in order to create more balance through the center. And create this sense of upward rising through the huge potential. So we'll be using the right hand in Vishnu Mudra with the second and third fingers tucked in towards the palm. You'll use your thumb to block the right nostril as you're breathing through the left. And the fourth and fifth fingers will be used to block the left nostril as you're breathing through the right. So again, sitting tall, nice and relaxed, but erect, upright. First, use the right thumb to block the right nostril. Inhale through the left. Now switch at the top, block the left nostril, exhale right. Inhale through the right. Switch at the top, exhale left. Inhale left. Switch at the top, exhale right. Inhale right. exhale left. Keep going at your own pace. Let the breath be nice and smooth, like a steady, clear stream or a golden thread, as silent as possible. Equal length inhalation and exhalation. After you exhale through the left, next time, breathe normally through both nostrils. With the eyes closed, notice any effects. Observe the breath, observe the body. Open the eyes. We'll practice one more pranayama technique. This is Bhramari, or the Bumblebee breath. And what we'll be doing is chanting the sound of Om with the mouth closed so that it sounds like a humming sound, like the hum of a bee. And while we do this, we'll block the ears with the fingers to the skull so that you feel the full sound reverberate through the inside of the cave of the skull. And sometimes you might hear other sounds that arise. So I'll show you once, and then together. So it'll look like this. You'll block the ears, fingertips to the skull with the eyes closed. You'll inhale, and then chant Om with the mouth closed. So we'll do it 5 times. You can go at the pace of your own breath, and of course you won't be able to hear anything while you're doing this. So you'll go through 5 rounds, and then we'll come back to a normal breath. So here we go. Thumbs blocking the ears, fingertips to the skull. First, a nice smooth inhalation. Again, notice any effects. The silence after the sound. Now open your eyes. Bring the fingertips to the front of the chest, right on the sternum. As you inhale, drop the elbows back, lift the chest. Exhale, around the back, hollow belly. Again, inhale, expand. Exhale, round. Keep going with the breath. And now sit tall. Drop the chin towards the chest. And then gently roll the right ear over towards the right shoulder. Exhale back through center. And inhale left ear towards the shoulder. Circle the head a few more times, just through these half circles, front of the circle. Now bring the chin back through center. Lift the gaze. Overhead. And as you exhale, float the right arm down, reach the left arm up and over, stretch long through the side. Inhale back through center. Exhale, up and over other side. Again, inhale through center. Exhale to the right again. This time stay here, feel the left sitting bone heavy, and then roll the chest open towards the sky, looking up underneath that left arm. Really stretch the left ribs. Inhale back through center, and exhale to the other side. Right sitting bone heavy, roll the chest open, look up underneath the right arm. Inhale back through center, then release the hands. Shift forward over your feet. Come to hands and knees, all fours. Shoulders over the wrists, hips over knees. Now start to move the hips in big circles around the knees. Just bringing some fluidity into the spine, into the hips, into the shoulders. And reverse directions, same thing. Now come to a still in the center. Plant the left hand, inhale right arm to the sky, nice open twist. Gaze up to the right thumb. Expand through the chest here. And now on an exhalation, thread the right arm underneath the left. Right shoulder comes to the mat, right cheek to the mat. Then lift the hips so that you spread through the shoulder blades. Left hand can either stay where it is, or reach out overhead, or bring the left arm around the back for a bind. Replace the left hand. Inhale, unwind, right arm all the way up. And exhale, set it down. Other side. Inhale, left arm rises. Pause here, really reach up. Spread through the chest. And now on an exhalation, thread the left arm underneath the right shoulder. Left shoulder to the ground, left cheek down. Lift the hips to spread across the upper back. Right arm can reach out overhead or around the back, reaching for the left hip. A few deep breaths here into the upper back. Replace the right hand. Inhale, unwind, open twist to the sky. And exhale, set the left hand down. Now inhale, crown of the head lifts, sitting bones lift. Exhale, round the back, curl in. So inhales to scoop, broad through the chest. Exhale, round, hollow belly pulling up. A few more like that, just gently moving the spine with the breath. And now inhale back to a neutral spine. And on an exhalation, tuck the toes. Send the hips all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. And slowly walk the feet up to the hands. Forward fold at the top of the mat. Feet about hip distance apart. Bend the knees. Drape the upper body over. You can grab opposite elbows or keep the hands down. Turn the head side to side. Gently sway the upper body. Low belly drawing towards the spine. The head and neck soften. Now release the hands. Inhale, lift halfway, crown of the head forward, hollow belly. Exhale, fold forward, soften. Again, inhale, halfway lift, length. Exhale to fold. With bent knees, inhale, roll all the way to stand tall. Circle the shoulders a few times as you lift through the crown of the head. Now step your feet a little wider than hip distance apart, and we'll practice Uddiyana Bandha Kriya. So this is this upward rising action of the belly and internal organs that we do at the bottom of an exhalation, empty of breath. And the word Uddiyana means upward rising or upward flying. And so physiologically or physically, the belly and the organs are actually being pulled upward. And when we talk about bandhas in yoga, a good way to think of them is as these kind of gate valves that stop the flow through a pipe in order to condense some flow. So if you think of prana, or the life force, as flowing through the center of the body, with the breath, with the blood, with all the functions of the body, then there are a few different bandhas that we can put into place that help kind of block that flow in order to really concentrate the energy, or the life force, or the breath, the sensation through a part of the body. So for Uddiyana Bandha, what we do, empty of breath, you'll draw the belly in and up so it creates a strong suction, and it's a quite intense feeling through the belly. And then as you release it, it's like everything kind of floods back through, and there's a sense of release, of calm. And if you do this every morning, first thing on an empty stomach, very regularly, over time it builds immense strength and power, which then gives you a lot of clarity through whatever you do. So here we go. Feet a little wider than hip distance apart. First, just take a nice, smooth inhalation. And then exhale, bend the knees, hands to the thighs. Follow the breath all the way out. Hold in the empty. Pull the belly in and up. Hold. Release the belly. Inhale, stand up. Regular exhalation here. Again, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Tuck the chin slightly, round the back, follow the breath all the way out, hold empty, pull the belly in and up. Release the belly, still empty. Inhale, stand up. Regular exhalation. Go through 2 more rounds on your own. You can hold as long as feels comfortable, but nothing extreme, just to the point of a little discomfort. Whenever you finish your last round, step the big toes together to touch. Heels an inch or 2 apart. Now root down into 4 points of each foot. Big toe mound of the foot, little toe mound of the foot, so inner and outer ball of the feet. And now press into the outer heels and the inner heels. And as you imagine or feel these 4 points rooting down, then feel the arches of the feet lift. And as the arches lift, it creates this lift through the body, lifting through the arches, through the pelvic floor, through the diaphragm, through the roof of the mouth, and all the way up through the crown of the head. These different planes stacked perfectly. And shift the weight forward and back, and then side to side. Try to find the perfect equilibrium between front and back, left and right. When you find that, stay there in the center. Everything balanced. Equal standing pose. Samastitihi. Now bring the hands together in front of the heart. We'll go through Surya Namaskar, the sun salutations. Saluting the rising sun that's just come up over the mountains here in Rishikesh. Warming up through the center of the body and tapping in to that incredible radiant potential that we all have contained within our very own bodies. Here we go. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, huge dive forward, bright chest. Inhale, step the right foot back, look forward. Exhale, left foot back. Now lower knees, chest, and chin to the mat. Inhale, cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips high. Inhale, step the right foot forwards. Exhale, left foot forward to meet it, fold in. Inhale, rise all the way up, pressing into the feet. And exhale brings you back, Samastitihi. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot back this time. Exhale, right foot back, lower knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, scoop, shoulders back, Bhujangasana. Exhale, hips high, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, step the left foot forward. And exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, rise all the way up, strong legs. exhale, back to center. So that makes one full round, leading with the right leg, then leading with the left. We'll go through 2 more full rounds at our own pace, feeling the breath and movement happen together. As you're ready, begin. Whenever you finish, we'll meet standing. Close the eyes. Bring the awareness inwards. Feel the breath. Feel the heartbeat. Notice whatever sensations are there. Anything that's arising. Your own experience. Just observe. Now release the hands, open the eyes. Bend the knees, reach down, skim the ground with the fingertips. Now keep the knees bent. Inhale, lift the upper body, Utkatasana. Sometimes we call this the chair pose. The Sanskrit word is more correctly translated as fierce, awkward, or intense. So it's like a fierce, awkward, intense chair that you kind of want to sit down in, but not entirely. So sink the hips a little deeper, but then reach away. Sink a bit deeper. Reach away. Sink a little deeper. Reach away. And now fold over the legs, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Then step both feet back into a high plank position. Pressing back through the heels, reach the chest forward. Inhale here. And exhale, slowly lower all the way to the belly. Flip the tops of the feet to the floor. Inhale, lift into Cobra, Bhujangasana. This time stay here, and then pick up the hands a few inches, so you might not go as high. Elbows drawing back, shoulders back, legs strong on the floor. Belly in, chest forward. Inhale, lift a little higher. And exhale, lower the forehead down. Then hips to heels, Balasana, child's pose. Just a few breaths here. Let everything soften against the ground. Forehead gently pressing the earth. And the breath spreads through the back of the chest, maybe even all the way down towards the hips. Inhale, come back to all fours. And exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Hands about shoulder distance apart, feet are hip distance apart. Roll the shoulders away from the ears, head and neck soft. Now inhale, right leg to the sky. Open the hips to the right, bend the right knee to press the heel back behind you, open through the front of the hip. You can take a few ankle circles here in both directions. Inhale, right leg straight up. Exhale, step it through, in between the hands. Spin the left heel to the floor at an angle. Inhale, warrior one, rise up, Virabhadrasana. Strong through the legs, left heel driving down. As you sink deep in the front knee, lifting up through the ribs. Steady breath, steady focus. Inhale, reach a little higher. And now exhale, hands behind the low back, interlace the fingers. As you inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward inside the right knee, so the right shoulder comes inside the leg. Arms fall up overhead. Then draw the right hip back towards the left heel. Round the back. Steady breath, strong legs. On an inhalation, release the hands, rise all the way up. And then exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale for cobra or upward facing dog. Bright chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now inhale, left leg to the sky. Open the hips to the left, bend the knee, press the heel back behind you. Some ankle circles here. Inhale, left leg straight up. And exhale, step it through. Spin the right heel down to the floor. Inhale, Virabhadrasana, rise up, warrior one. Strong legs. Rooting into the ground so that you can rise up through the chest, heart floats. Inhale, reach a little higher. And exhale, hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, dive forward, humble warrior, inside the left knee. So let the back round. Crown of the head towards the floor. Then draw the left hip back. Steady breath into the back of the chest. Smooth inhalation, rise all the way up. Release the hands. And exhale, plant the hands. Step the left foot back through the connecting vinyasa. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale for cobra or upward dog. Exhale, pulls you back, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. And a few breaths here. Every inhalation filling the chest and belly. And the exhale lifts the hips even higher up and back, lengthening the spine. Bend the knees, look forward, bottom of the exhalation, step or jump top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, sink the hips. Inhale, lift the upper body, Utkatasana. And then stand all the way up. Samastitihi. Back to the equal standing pose. And again, pause here. Close the eyes. Bring the awareness inward. And again, notice any effects. Just whatever you feel. Notice that. And open the eyes. Hop the feet about hip distance apart, hands to the hips. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward halfway down. Grab the big toes, bend the knees as much as needed. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, fold all the way down. Steady breath. Elbows pulling out to the sides, sitting bones rising up. Shoulders away from the ears, giving the ears some space. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, insert the palms underneath the feet, Parahastasana. Toes all the way up to the wrist creases. Inhale, lengthen the chest forward. And exhale, fold back down. The knees can be as bent as needed here. Elbows drawing out to the sides, but then sitting bones flying upwards, crown of the head softening downward. The lowest band of the belly pulling in to give you space to fold over. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, hands to the hips. With strong legs and a flat back, inhale, stand all the way up. And exhale, hop the feet back together, Samastitihi, equal standing. Now step your right foot out in a big step, turn to face the side of the mat. Right toes back, left toes slightly in, arms to a T, setting up for triangle, Trikonasana. First, a deep inhalation, spread the chest. And as you exhale, reach out over the right leg. Right hand to the shin or the ground. Left arm goes straight up. Look up to the left thumb. Steady breath, steady focus. Feel the breath move to every extent of the body. Now press into the feet. Inhale, stand back up. As you exhale, turn the feet to the second side. Inhale here, broad chest. Exhale, reach out over the left leg. Left hip pulls back. Left hand down, right arm up. Gaze up to the right thumb. Every inhalation, reach through the crown of the head. As you exhale, draw the belly in. Let the chest open towards the sky. Root into the feet. Inhale brings you back up with a heavy tailbone. And now turn the feet to the right again, setting up for extended side angle. So bend the right knee like a warrior two stance. Right knee tracking directly over the ankle. Left heel rooted down. Inhale here. And now exhale, reach out over the right leg. Right elbow either to the thigh or hand to the floor. And now left arm alongside the ear for a nice long line from the left heel all the way out through the fingers. Gaze to the center of the left palm if possible. Every inhalation, lengthen the left side of the body. And as you exhale, sitting bones drop down, belly draws in, chest rolls open. Inhale, stand back up. And exhale, second side. Left toes out, right toes in. Bend the left knee. Inhale to expand the chest. And now exhale, reach out over the leg, either elbow to thigh or hand to the floor. Right arm alongside the ear. Gaze to the center of the right palm. Tricep rolling towards the face. Pinky finger towards the ground. Steady breath, steady focus. Press into the feet. Inhale, stand back up. And then release the hands. Turn both feet parallel, toes slightly in, heels slightly out. Hands to the hips. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward halfway down. And now release just the left hand to the floor underneath the face. And if the floor feels very far away and your hamstrings are tight, you can grab a book or a table or whatever you have at home to place your hand on, or bend the knees, no problem. Inhale, lengthen the crown of the head forward. And now as you exhale, draw the belly in, roll the chest towards the right. And turn to look all the way up at the sky. Extend the right arm up. Inhale is to expand through the chest. Every exhalation, draw the belly in strongly, roll the ribs, wringing yourself out. So every breath deepens the twist on the exhalation. Deep inhalation here. And then exhale, release the right hand down. Left hand to the hip. First, reach the crown of the head forward. And now draw the belly in, roll the ribs to the left. So right ribs rolling underneath, look up over the left shoulder, and extend the left arm up. Now strong breath here. Inhale, spread through the chest, crown of the head forward. Exhale, draw the belly in strongly, roll the ribs. Deep inhalation. And then exhale, release the left hand down. Hands to the hips. Inhale, stand all the way up. And exhale here, just ground down into the feet. Inhale, spread the arms. Exhale, hands behind the low back, interlace the fingers. As you inhale, hands down, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward, up and over. Hands come off the back and overhead towards the floor. Steady breath, strong legs. Inhale, stand all the way up, one smooth motion. And as you exhale, release the hands. And step back to the top of the mat. Samastitihi, equal standing. And once again, pause for just a few breaths here. Bring the awareness inward. Feel the heartbeat. Feel the breath. Always coming back to center. Checking in. Calming. Stabilizing. Now open the eyes and shift the weight into the left foot. So rooting down through the left foot, spread the toes on the ground. And then turn the right knee out to the side. You can bring the heel to the ankle, half, or to the upper thigh. Just avoid pressing against the knee directly. So either high or low. Hands to heart center. Vrikshasana, the tree pose. The right knee reaching down and out to the sides. The right hip can drop. Rooting down, growing tall through the center. Find a steady point to gaze at. That's the drishti. Steady breath. And then if possible, extend the arms overhead. Notice all the little fluctuations and adjustments. Steady through the center. Steady gaze, steady breath. Inhale, grow even taller. And exhale, hands back to heart. Unfold the right leg. 2 feet on the ground. Second side. Shift the weight into the right foot. So rooting down, spreading as if you had roots, like a nice big mango tree. And then from that steady base, lifting up through the inseam of the leg, all the way up through the crown. Then keep that stability. Turn the left knee out and place the foot on this side, which could be the same as the first side, or might be quite different. As the foot presses the leg presses back into the foot. So there's a strong point of contact there. It's another bandha. Hands to heart center. Steady gaze, steady breath. If possible, arms overhead. Rooting down, rising up. Steady, calm center. Inhale, grow even taller. And exhale, hands back to heart. Unfold the left leg. Set it down. 2 feet on the floor. Now come to the top of the mat again. Samastitihi. Inhale, arms rise, gather in. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands. Inhale, step back, high plank. And then through a vinyasa, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale for cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now lower the knees to the ground. Hips to heels, child's pose, Balasana. Let the chest and belly be soft. Arms reaching forward. Press the hands forward into the mat to sink the hips down and back. And now lift up onto the fingertips so the wrists are high. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Lift the head and chest just a little bit and then try to sink the chest towards the floor. Shoulders rolling away from the ears. Release the hands back down. Walk the hands in towards the knees. Come up to a kneeling position. Now from a kneeling position, lift up high onto the knees. Hips over knees. And now extend the right leg out to the side. So left hip is still over the left floor. Arms to a T. Inhale, expand the chest. And now as you exhale, reach out over the right leg, right hand down, and then left arm up and over. Huge side stretch on the left side. Steady breath here, really stretching the left waist and left ribs. Now inhale back through center. And exhale, tip to the other side, left hand down, right arm up, gaze up to the right thumb. Either stay here or float the right leg. Strong through the leg. Belly drawing in, radiating out from that center. And now right arm alongside the hip. Bend the right knee, reach back, catch the right heel or ankle. Kick back into the hands. Spreading across the chest and belly. And now release the grip. Extend the arm and leg. Lower the leg back down. Inhale, stand all the way up. And then release the hands. Right knee in. Just sit the hips down to the heels. Pause for a few breaths here. As always, bringing the awareness back to the center of the body, back to the breath. Just observing any changes. Now open the eyes. Come back up onto the knees. Second side. So left foot out. Right hip over the knee. Left foot on the floor. Arms to a T. Inhale, expand. Exhale, reach out over the left leg. Left hand down. Right arm comes up and over in this huge arc. Steady breaths here. Feel the right ribs lifting upward. Inhale back through center. And as you exhale, right hand to the ground, left arm up. Stay here or float the left leg. Belly drawing in, everything radiating out, full expansion. And now left hand alongside the hip, bend the knee, reach back, catch the ankle or foot, kick back into the hand to open the chest. Release the foot, and then left foot down, come back through center, hands to the sides, left foot in, sit to the heels. And again, a few breaths here. Bring the awareness inwards, just let things settle. Now open the eyes. And bring the hands with the right hand, left hand on top, right up close at the top of the thighs, right where your torso meets the legs. Inhale, lift through the chest. And as you exhale, fold forward over the hands, so the hands press into the soft belly. Keep reaching the chest forward, looking slightly forward. And then deep breaths here into the belly. So every inhalation, the belly expands, pressing against the hands. And as you exhale, the hands press a little deeper into the belly. If you feel any sharp pain, of course, back away, come out. Now inhale, sit back up. Make little fists with the hands for this next one. And then place the fists just inside the hip bones. So those bony protrusions, you'll put the fists inside of those. Again, right up where the thigh meets the torso. Inhale, lift the chest again. And as you exhale, fold forward. So this time the fists press into the belly, a little more intense. And again, deep breaths here, expanding through the belly. You can even gently roll the fists here, massaging the internal organs. So good for digestion, keeping everything flowing fresh through the inner parts of the body. You don't want stagnation. Inhale, rise back up. Then release the hands. Now shift forward just enough that you can tuck your toes underneath you and sit back on the heels so the feet are stretched. This might feel terrible. It's okay. Don't think about your feet. Big toes to touch if possible. And if you can, even bring the ankles together. Lift through the crown of the head. Now extend both arms forward, make fists with the hands, then cock the fists towards you so you stretch the back of the wrist. Now bend the elbows, bring the hands down the sides of the body, and then roll the pinky side of the fist forward, then shoulders down and back. Spread the chest. Shake out the hands. Now hands forward again. This time thumb and pinky fingers meet. Spread the other 3 fingers as wide as possible. Now same as before, draw the hands towards you. Bend the elbows, hands come down the sides of the body, and then roll the outside of the hand forward, shoulders down and back. And you may feel this stretch through the arms, a nerve stretch from the chest all the way through the fingers. Shake out the hands. One more. Hands forward. This time you'll spiral the hands in, starting from the pinky finger, as tight as possible. So trying to close the hand in a spiral, but of course it won't actually get all the way closed. Now same as before, bring the hands towards you, bend the elbows, hands down the side of the body, pinky fingers forward, shoulders down and back. And then shake out the hands. Now come forward off the feet, carefully uncurl the toes, and then just slap the feet into the back, the tops of the feet into the mat. Bring some blood flow back into the feet. And then shift back over the feet. Extend the legs out in front to sit in Dandasana, the staff pose. Strong legs, sitting bones rooting down, heels pressing down, hands alongside the hips. Lift through the crown of the head. And now pull the chin back slightly, tuck it down towards the little notch in your collarbones, so there's a slight constriction through the throat. This is Jalandhara Bandha, another one of those kind of gate valves of prana. So with the chin drawn down and back, as you inhale, let the chest expand, heart floats. On the exhalation, keep the chest lifted, belly draws in and up, almost like Uddiyana Bandha and lifting from the pelvic floor. A few deep breaths here. Inhale, lift the head, arms overhead. And as you exhale, fold forward out over the legs, Paschimottanasana. Reach as far as you can, and then grab the feet or anywhere on the legs. Inhale, back away, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forwards. In every breath, letting the wave move through you. Inhales for length. Exhale, ride the wave down. Just soften into the shape. Wherever it goes, let the breath do all the work. Drop into the breath. Inhale, back away, look up. And exhale, release. Sit all the way up. And now extend both legs out in a wide straddle. Then draw the right leg in towards the upper left thigh. Inhale, arms overhead. And as you exhale, twist to the right. Right hand behind the back. Left hand outside the right thigh, gazing over the right shoulder. Now keep the upper body twisted. Inhale, right arm alongside the ear. And as you exhale, arc out over the straight leg, over that left leg. Left elbow can come to the floor inside the leg. And then look up underneath the right arm, chest rolling open. And if this right hand comes easily to the left foot, grab the left foot, right sitting bone heavy. And otherwise, just keep rolling open as you reach. Steady breath. Now inhale, sit back up. Then turn to face the left leg, so left hip draws back. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, fold forward over the left leg, Janu Shirshasana. Grab the foot or anywhere on the leg. Inhale, back away for length. And exhale, fold. Right ribs gently twisting across towards the left knee. Again, let the breath move through the shape. Inhales for length. Exhales to soften. Inhale, back away, look up. And then release the pose. Extend the right leg out. Draw the left foot in. Both sitting bones rooted down. Inhale, arms to the sky. And exhale, twist to the left. Right hand outside the left thigh, left hand behind the back. Gaze over the left shoulder. Now keep the upper body twisted. Inhale, left arm alongside the ear. And as you exhale, fold out over the right leg, so you're really stretching the left side. Right elbow can come to the floor inside the leg. Roll the chest open, look underneath that left arm. If the hand really finds the foot, grab the foot. And just use it as a little more leverage to roll open. Steady breath. Inhale, sit back. And now right hip drawing back. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, fold out over the right leg. Grab whatever you can reach. And then back into the breath. Inhales for length. Exhale to soften. The same pattern over and over again. Inhale, back away, look up. And then release the grip. Extend the left leg. Just sit tall through the center. And now draw the legs together. And as slowly as possible, roll all the way down onto the back. Once the head touches down, walk the heels in towards your hips until you can just brush the heels with the fingertips. On an inhalation, lift the hips, bridge pose, Setu Bandha Sharvangasana. Interlace the hands under the back. Walk the shoulders in towards each other. Knees reaching forward, feet pressing downward. Breath expanding through the belly and chest. On your next exhalation, release the shoulders and hands. Slowly roll down. Then draw the knees wide towards the shoulders, hands to the front of the shins. Pull the knees towards the shoulders as you kick the feet forward. And try to bring the tailbone to the floor to traction the low back. Now both knees into the chest. Rock side to side. Make some small circles with the knees. Just massaging out the low back and sacrum. Come to a still in the center. Both arms out to either side, either straight or bent at the elbows. Drop both knees to the right for a nice gentle twist. Turn to look over the left shoulder. Inhale, knees back through center. And then both knees over to the left. Gazing over the right shoulder. Let everything soften. Breath moves freely. Body at ease. Now knees back through center. Wrap the arms around the shins, lift the head and chest, squeeze everything into a tiny little ball. Deep inhalation here, full compression. And then exhale, release it all. And set up for final Shavasana, the corpse pose. Legs extend long, arms extend long, palms face up. Shoulders soften towards each other on the back. Feel the ground underneath you, the texture of the mats, the way the body's held up. Take a deep inhalation. The body expands as if the breath moves out beyond the edges of the body into space. And as you exhale, feel the breath wash all the way down and back to the heels. Soften the feet, soften the ankles, soften the lower legs, the knees, soften the thighs, the hips, soften the pelvis, the low belly, all the internal organs. Soften the waist. Soften the back. Soften the chest, the heart. Soften the shoulders, elbows, forearms, wrists. Let the hands be soft. Soften the neck, the throat, the jaw, forehead. Soften the cheeks, soften the lips. Let the tongue be soft inside the mouth. And soften the eyes in their sockets. Soften the nose. Soften the ears. Soften the space between the ears. And finally soften at the crown of the head, the very top. Then let yourself rest here, fully at ease, fully soft, fully awake. Begin to deepen the breath again. Start little movements in fingertips and tips of the toes. Inhale, reach both arms overhead. Draw the legs together. Stretch long through the central axis of the body. And slowly bend the knees. Roll to one side. And pause on your side. Let the breath balance. And as you're ready, press your way back up to a seat. Same as we started, find any comfortable way to sit. Sitting bones dropping down and back. Lift through the crown of the head. Bring the palms together in front of the heart. We'll close the practice with one final Om, thought to be the sound of the universe, pure awareness. Deep inhalation. Thank you so much for practicing. Tat Sat. So as we finish our practice here, send it out to the world. We use this time to cultivate calm and clarity within ourselves, and then let that carry out in all your interactions, whether virtual interactions or in person with those around you, the loved ones who you're surrounded with in close quarters. Whatever we practice, it has these ripple effects. And so if we all do our own part, staying home, preparing ourselves for what's to come, then we can all have tremendous impact on how things go. Stay well. Sending you so much love here from the banks of Mother Ganga. And please, whenever you need some inspiration or a sense of calm, sense of connection to the Himalayas and this special place, come back to the Parmarth Niketan page throughout the day, and we have many things going on to help you through this time together. We'll see you again soon.